Guys, so these lovely folks asked me what they do for high blood pressure. Okay, now high blood pressure, the whole world, most people in the world have high blood pressure. Why they have high blood pressure? Because we were never taught to eat correctly. What do I mean by that? You hear everybody say your body is electrical. Your body is electrical. What does that mean, electrical? That means everything that you consume and put in your mouth must have an affinity with the electrons that is in your body. There is 104 minerals in the soil. Of that and there's no calories in the soil. There's no protein in the soil. There's only minerals. So those minerals are what is called indestructible, part of what is make up your body, indestructible anatomical particles that makes up the electrons of these minerals that's in the rocks. What am I going to say about that? All of these, mommy, bring me, mi amor, pass me una silla. See if I can say here. So those electrons, está bien, no, está bien. Those electrons, all the foods that you eat should be coming from the natural source that God made, or Yah, or whatever you want to call it. Because when you consume that, if iron has an electron of 15, whatever you're going to consume must also have that electron to make an affinity with that electron in your body to create fission or electricity so you can have energy.
Right.
If you're not eating those foods, what is going to happen? You are going to you're going to get fat, you're going to have high blood pressure, you're going to have all kinds of stuff that's going to create. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm telling you my own experience and the hundreds of people that I've helped. Now, the brother asked me how he fixes his high blood pressure, and I said it's very easy to fix. The reason, a lot of times, there are many reasons for high blood pressure, many reasons. But one of the simplest reasons is acid. Acid is the main cause of everything. All the foods, most of the food that we're eating today are loaded with acid. What do I mean by that? When you eat that food and the body digests that, everything has a waste product. The waste product of breathing is what? Carbon what? Dioxide. The waste product of digestion or bicarbonate of soda, which is what the body produces, is what? Hydrochloric acid. Because when the body creates that to digest your food, it kicks out an electron of hydrochloric acid, which is very toxic to the blood and to the body. What that does, after the food is digested and the body utilizes that electron, that hydrochloric acid falls into the crypts of the cells, and the blood, which has to pick that up and get it out of the system, that toxin is in the body. So the blood is and the heart is under pressure. That's where the pressure is coming from. So you want to get rid of it? Call me. Because it's a complex, and I'm explaining, I'm going to answer him after I close the phone on a personal level, but I don't want to give anybody so they think I'm giving them medical advice. I learned this because I had all kinds of problems, high blood pressure, prostate problem, you name it. I almost died a couple of years back. And that is what woke me up, because I've been a food and nutritionist, bodybuilding for over 30 years. I went competition without taking any steroids. So I know a lot about this, and I really started to learn when I got sick. So I'm writing a book especially about digestion. Digestion is the key. So this is why I cook my food a certain way, even though it's not perfect, because I can't take away the food that people like to eat. I will never make money. When I'm ready, I'm gonna open a full-fledged, natural, organic, I'm gonna call it electrolyte restaurant. So when you come there to eat. So high blood pressure is just coming from the food you eat, too much acid food, and the blood cannot handle it. You have any other questions?
I think you answered it pretty good.
Yeah, so when you go to the doctor also, basically everybody have high blood pressure. Most people do, because of what we're eating. This is why in the Bible, the ancients used to live long, because they were not subject to what we're subject to. Everything was natural. There's 104 minerals in the soil. of that 104 mineral, there's 102 of them in your body. Okay? So what does that tell you? You must eat the same minerals. They can make false artificial calcium, but it doesn't have an affinity. That raises your blood pressure. That's why when you take these stuff and you pee, it's yellow. Because your body it doesn't assimilate. Anytime your body assimilates, you don't get these issues. It uses it. And the body, your brain is carbon and copper. And if you look at a turbine in an electrical facility, you're going to see a carbon and a copper brush. One of them spins, the other one brushes against that, and it creates a fission which creates the electricity.
Yep.
Okay? That's what your body is. Your nervous system is an electrical wiring system. It's not a nervous system. Because nervous means like this. It's an electrical wire system, meaning it's an electron carrier that carries electron from the ether, from the Most High, through the myelin sheath, which is the cord that carries the electron, what they call nerves, to the brain and to the heart and to all over the body, and allow you to move and have your being. That's the basics of that. So with that, I want to thank again the brother asked me a question. I had to come back on part 2 to answer that question. My brother, once again, thank you guys.